Hey everyone, this is Sid here. Welcome back to the Rustic Mystic channel. And this is May 11th, JFTNA, Balancing the Scales. In a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen in which JFTNA for today, that is May 11th, is going to be there. I'm going to read that out for you and try and explain it in my own words in English. And I'm going to try and explain the whole thing as far as I have understood. Please correct me if I'm wrong and comment down below explaining what you think that I made a mistake in, if I have. If I can increase something or decrease something or change something in this video, please let me know so that I can make a difference as I'm trying to so very hard. So let's go and watch that screen that has JFTNA. This is the one, May 11th, balancing the scales. A lot of our chief concerns and major difficulties come from the inexperience with living without drugs. Often when we asked an old timer what to do, we are amazed at the simplicity of the answer. Finding balance in recovery is quite a bit like sitting down with a set of scales and a pile of sand. The goal is that to have equal amount of sand on each side of the scale, achieving a balance of weight. We do the same thing in recovery. We sit down with the foundation of our clean time, 12 steps, attempt to add employment, household responsibility, friends, sponsees, relationships, meetings, services in equal weight so that the scales are balanced. Our first try may throw our personal skills out of the kilter. Sorry. Uh, we may find that because of our over involvement in service, we have upset our employer family member. But when we try to correct the problem by resigning from any service altogether, the other side of the scale goes out of whack, out of balance. I'm sorry. We can ask for the help from members who have stabilized their scales. These people are easy to recognize. They appear serene, composed, and self assured. They'll smile in recognition of our dilemma and share how they slowed down, added only a few grains of sand at a time to either side of the scales, and were rewarded with the balance of recovery. I seek a balance in life. Today, I will ask others to share their experience in finding that balance. This is a lovely, lovely thought. Balancing the scales is such a big issue for us that we don't understand how to do it. Throughout our life, we were people who did the extra bit, a little bit more, a little bit more. We had to take maybe a little bit of drug, we took a little bit more than that. We were supposed to drink a little bit, maybe 2 pegs a day, but we had 10 pegs a day. We always did things a little more than we were supposed to do. We never found that balance. We never could reach that level where we could do things in a more balanced way. When we find recovery, it's not going to change, it's going to be the same thing because of the you know struggles of addiction that we've gone through. We don't want to leave our sobriety at all. So we get a 12 step, we get our members, we stick to them, we keep calling them again and again throughout the day. We try to keep in touch with other members. We do too much. And then we add up a little bit of, working somewhere maybe for 2 hours or 3 hours, running back to the meeting because you have to do service over there or chair the meeting or maybe do whatever service work you have in your home group, and things go completely out of whack over there because you have not been able to control all these elements, these new elements that have come into your life. Now, relationship. Previously, you never thought of any relationship, mother, brother, sister, father. Nobody was as important. Now they are the sponsees, the friends, the sponsors. They are there and they want your time and attention. Everybody is asking for it. and you just don't know how to do it. Now, when I started out, what happened is that I first cut myself away from all the things that would cause trouble for me. I did not do a job. I did not go for any small scale employment also. I stayed at home. I said, my recovery and me, that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to complicate matters because I know that I won't be able to balance it out. When I started working, then my wife started saying that, no, you're spending too much time there. You're going to your work, you're going to a meeting, you're never home. So I said, okay, now let's stop meetings for some time and see how that goes. Because it's been 4 years, 5 years. I think I can do it and not go to meetings. And I'll probably skip a meeting or so. I did that. And hell broke loose. I did not, because I didn't have a escape. I didn't have a place where I could discuss my problems. And hell broke loose. I didn't know who to ask. I had lost touch with a couple of my friends because I didn't go to meetings. So I couldn't call them up. I couldn't find solutions to the simplest of problems because I didn't have anybody to give me the proper guidance for that at that point in time. Then the job, I said, okay, let's get rid of the job. Let's go back, resume the meeting, get rid of the job for some time. Now money was a problem. I'm not having money. What do I do? If I don't do a job, I don't get money. I don't know how to feed myself or my family. Forget about feeding. Feeding was not the issue for me. My issue was even my small little expenses that I had for cigarettes or whatever extracurricular activities that I did. I didn't have the money for that. I said, no, this is also not working. What do I do? I thought, okay, let's get back to the corporate scenario. Let's look for a job elsewhere and see whether that'll work out. So I tried that. And I shat in my pants. I couldn't do work again. I couldn't sit in front of the computer. I couldn't do anything. Then one of my friends suggested, why don't you do a course? Do an education course, learn something, and let's see. That's not going to, place the rigidness of a job, but it will give you the confidence to go out in a place and start mingling with people a little bit. And I started doing that. And slowly but steadily, I started to migrate from being a person who sits at home and does nothing to a person who goes to an institution and talks to a few people and is able to manage his social life a little bit, a little bit. And then I said, okay, now I'm good. I can make friends. This part is done. So let's try and take some sponsees. Let's take some people whom I'll tell them how to, be sober. And I started bossing around a few newcomers. Didn't work out. I started losing control over my sobriety, and I started getting angry when they would relapse. I would get angry. I would not know how to control my anger. My disappointment would show on my face, and that didn't work out. So then you have to prioritize. This thing is working out for me, this thing is not. This is causing trouble. I won't do this because I can't go out of whack. I have to be in complete balance. I'll give everything a little bit of time. I'll do as much as I can, not try to over exceed my own expectations, because my expectations was in fact more than what my family members' expectation was there for me. My wife or my mother knew that I would not take alcohol again, maybe, but I wanted to be a successful person. I wanted to have a car, a big car. I wanted to have a lot of money. I wanted to be successful. So my expectation over myself went completely out of control, and I could not balance it at all. Right now, I'm happy with what I have. I control my going out of the house. I control what I go to a few rehabs. Well, some days I don't want to. I can easily call them up and tell them that I don't want to. Rehabs are a safe place where I can go. I don't have to be in a very a place where alcohol is there, or I will lose my control over myself. And because I think that in my own way, I have balanced the scales and I give enough time to my daily commitments and my sobriety and my life. If I'm not able to give enough time to all of these things, then I will lose control. And losing control means only one thing: I'll go back to my addiction, which cannot happen, which is not in the scope. I can't do it. So, first, when you leave addiction, find the balance that you can do, you can achieve, even the smallest balance that you can achieve. Once you achieve that, you know that you get the confidence and you know that you can handle a little bit more and you try. And it's going to be a lifelong process where you find the correct balance. Sometimes you may be completely balanced and then again find that something is going wrong and the balance is again, you know, going out of control and you can't have that. So again, you have to stop, do a spot inventory, find what is going out, find out what's going wrong, and correct it immediately because balancing the scale is as important as sobriety. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much, and I hope you've understood some amount of what I'm trying to say. If you have, please give me a like and share this video to others so that they can also get the help that they require. Thank you so much.